Ladies and gentlemen, mine's not even going to come close to repeating what Ahmed said. But good evening, and thank you for having me on behalf of County Executive Cheryl D'Onofrio. We gather here once again to remember the civilians and first responders killed on the morning of September 11th and to honor their memory. I remember the first ceremony that I attended here in the village, and hundreds of people were here to support the first responders, as we were here to support you. Though the crowds have thinned over the years, the commitment of the first responders to the community has not. That morning, we as a country lost 343 firefighters, 71 law enforcement officers. However, that toll continues to grow. This week, FDNY Commissioner Daniel Nigro added 17 names to an already long list of firefighters who have died as a result of illnesses related to their work at the World Trade Center. This brings the total since that day to another 127 firefighters and another 71 law enforcement officers that were lost to 9/11 related cancers and illnesses above those 343. 99% of the firefighters that took part in digging through that pile to bring closure to the families have reported some type of respiratory illness or distress. It was alluded to by Captain and Director of Operations Mustafa, but unbeknownst to many, the firefighters in your community, this county, from the smallest volunteer department to the largest career agency, volunteered to go to New York City just hours after the event. There was a list of hundreds of names, including many of the men and women standing here today. Every single person on that list knew the danger, but made himself or herself available to go, because that's what we do. Law enforcement and EMS from all over the state responded, including your friends and family. This one horrific event brought us together as a community and as a country. We looked out for one another. We cared for one another. For a moment, we were not identified by political party, race, religion, gender, orientation, or country of origin. We're all Americans. Let us not forget that. Let us learn from that moment and teach our children to appreciate what we have and how to be strong, how to be kind, to look out for one another, to honor the sacrifices to have the lives that we have. Those sacrifices of those killed on September 11th, our first responders, the soldier in the battlefield, to the parent working 3 jobs so that a family can have a roof over their head and food on the table. And most of all, let us teach the next generation to never forget. Thank you.